If you clicked on this video, you've been trying to become the greatest version of yourself for a very long time. Like, you've been researching on how to improve in life, basically, and you've just not like found a way to improve your life as fast as possible. Like, you are dissatisfied with where you are in life currently, and you want to improve so fast. Like, you become unrecognizable to people around you. They just think that you are someone else. You want to get to that level. You want that six pack. You want that great physique. You want the grades. You want all of these things, but you just cannot take action. And this video will literally just rewire your concept, like your concept of making it, your concept of like actually becoming successful will be rewired in this one video. So if you just focus, just look at me, stare at me, listen to what I'm saying, you will improve faster than you've ever thought possible. This video is people who want to become absolute machines. Now, let me just start off by saying, I used to watch this anime, and it was called Classroom of the Elite. Maybe some of you have watched it, right? In this anime, there was this one guy that was the main character. Let's just call him A. This guy would be like the smartest in like any school he would walk into, and the reason for that is because he was trained from a young age in an institution called the White Room. And now a white room is basically, as the name suggests, is literally a room which is white, is fully white. There's no distractions, there's no games, there's no phone, there's no like stimulation, and all you had was a desk in front of you and a chair, and all of it was white, and all you had to do was sit and work and work and work and study, and that's it. That's literally it. You were not allowed to do anything else. You were tested, you were given tasks to do, and all you had to do was study, and relentlessly every single day. And basically, this guy A that we're talking about would survive. He survived, and he's the only survivor of the White Room, basically. No one else survived because of like the intensity of the work, because like the work was too hard for the other students to keep up, but this one guy succeeded, and he was the only survivor. That left him with a state of like basically no emotion. But honestly, he got extremely smart. Like, it was said that he read more books than anyone could in a lifetime, which is insane. Now, I'm not saying that we can like become him, because we can't, but we can. Of course, we can strive to become like him. We can get at least maybe like 70% of the way to him. Think about it, because he's fictional, you're real. So you can achieve that. You can literally achieve that. You can get close to his level, to the point where other people look at you like you're some like higher level person, because like you've got the physique, but not only that, you've also got the grades, but then you're good at other things, which is what I'm trying to do right now. And like, if you resonate with like this idea of like becoming great at so many different things, then this channel is for you. Subscribe. So basically, why did he succeed? Like, let's analyze this here. Why did he succeed? And like, why am I succeeding right now by copying what he did? Is because he had no distractions. Think about this. If you have a distraction, which is like your phone, for example, in your room, then you're going to be more inclined to like basically go on your phone and just use your phone instead of studying. But if all you had was studying, and you did not have anything but studying, or if all you had was like the thing that you want to do, like want to become great in, for example, if you want to be great in boxing, if all you had was boxing and nothing else, you will become great. That is quite literally how the world works, because it's like you will gravitate towards things that are stimulating, and if the only stimulating thing in your environment is boxing or is piano or is studying, is working, then you will do that thing. You will not do anything else because that's all you've allowed yourself to do. So that is how the human brain works. So you can rewire your environment to suit you. And like this may sound obvious, but you haven't done it yet, have you? Like it sounds so incredibly obvious when I bring it out to you. It's like, oh yeah, just like make your environment suit you. Like if you have the one thing that you need to become great in front of you 24/7, you will become great. That is very simple, right? But most people skip this is because it's like hard to give away the distractions. It's hard to get onto self-improvement, like a rigorous path where you cut out junk food, you cut out junk friends, you cut out junk dopamine, and you cut out everything that is like, you remove everything that is not needed for your, like, it's not going to help you in any way, shape or form, and you just adapt to only things that will help you. For example, for me, right, I woke up today morning and I meditated for an hour straight. And then after that, I started studying for my English literature exam because that's all I've allowed myself to do. And like once I've done these two tasks, then I can do more fun things like play the piano. Now, fun things, don't get me wrong here, is not like dopamine things. Like for example, like scrolling or gooning. That is not fun. Like a lot of people say stuff like, oh, resting and unwinding after like a hard day of work, like to play video games, right? Like the common excuse that I hear. That's not really unwinding. If we imaged your brain and we saw like the activity level, your brain would be hyper stimulated when we image your brain, like when you're playing video games. So your brain is not resting. Real rest is sleep, right? Real rest is like something like sleep. So you can't like say like these bad habits are like rest. Do not make excuses, because you won't become great if you make excuses. No one became great by making excuses, because when you make excuses, all you're doing is like you are manipulating your own self right now, and then you are removing future gain. So what you need to do instead is basically just like, first rewire your environment to suit you, to suit your needs. And then what you do is like you stop giving into these excuses. I know that might seem hard, but like this is like the foundation of everything. Remember, you need to get the foundations correct. Any like great boxer, they all mastered the foundational principles of boxing. They like perfected their jab, they perfected their cross, they perfected their hook. The three main movements in boxing. For example, in piano, they perfect the scales, like the skills. They perfect playing the notes, they perfect the fingering, they perfect all of these different aspects of like becoming a master at a skill, right? So if you want to like become the greatest, it's like, I've heard this quote once: complexity is not actually complexity, it's a bunch of simple things just stacked together. Think about it. For example, let's say you're writing an English literature exam essay, right, for like Macbeth or something, and like you're trying to get a grade 9, you're trying to get full marks like I am, right? I got 32 out of 34 on my Macbeth essay, and like the way I did that is basically I got all of the simple sentences that I know will support my argument. Like the question was on guilt. So like, how is guilt presented in Macbeth? And I started talking about like, okay, all great Neptune's water wash this blood from my hands, like that quote, you know? And I started like listing out points, because my argument has to be extremely clear to like the question. And then it's literally a matter of analyzing the quote and then adding layers to your analysis. Like that's how it's marked. Like I know I'm going on a side tangent here, but like you resonate with this if you do like English, or like if you're a student in general and you want to become a machine in other things as well as being a student, then this channel is for you. So like listen. So it's like I started writing simple sentences, right? I started writing, okay, what does this quote actually overall show about guilt? Because how does it link to guilt? Because you have to always link your ideas to the question. And then I started developing my analysis. I started saying one thing and then explaining why that thing is, and then explaining the thing of the thing. I know this is very tricky to like explain, but you give the primary effect, and then you explain the effect, and then you explain the effect of the effect, and then you keep doing that, and then you'll get more depth in your analysis. But the thing is, this principle that I'm talking about right here can apply to anything. You can get the foundations and then stack the foundations together to create something that looks complex, but it's literally a bunch of simple layers just stacked. Think about it. So for you to like just like become the greatest like at any skill, is first removing all of the distractions, because that's like, imagine you're building a Lego piece, right? Like a Lego construction. Your distractions are all of like the unneeded blocks that make your structure look ugly. But if you remove them and then you rearrange the blocks that you do have in a structured manner and you stack them on top of each other, you will have like a beautiful structure. Similar with your physique. If you remove like the junk food that's been making you fat, like the ugly fat that you don't want around your body, like you will remove that, and then you remove the fat, and then you just rearrange like the muscle in a way that you want, and you structure your own body like it's that fun. You can do that. That's what I want you to get. Like, you can literally do that. You have the power to control your actions. I know that sounds so simple, but you decide what your actions and your perceptions are in real life. Damn. So you can control what you do. So the whole point of this video is, oh fuck. The whole point of this video is for you to understand that you are greater than you think that you can be. You are literally you can achieve such greatness if you just put your mind to it, and you like just follow the basics, and then you get such deep understanding of the basics. The basics for me personally, I'm on self-improvement, right? So on this like rigorous path of like self-improvement, what I do is I wake up and I meditate 1 hour a day. As I've already said, that's one of my foundations. That's one of my basics. Without meditation, I'm literally, I return back to like a retard, a person who like is not smart, a person who's not intelligent, who binge eats, to goons, to who plays video games. Like, I don't need any of that now because I've got meditation. I don't need any of that because I've got gym, I've got piano, I've got studying, I've got all of these like good habits. Think about it. So that's what you need to do. You need to understand that you are great. You are great. All you have to do, you have to tap into that greatness. And when you tap into that greatness, you will achieve all of the goals that you set your mind to. So I hope that video has helped you. But yeah, become a machine. Subscribe.